What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, it's a great day here at the Dope Living Projects. Right? We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. Thank you guys for always supporting us. There's a lot of good things that are going on with the crew, and we want you to be a part of it. What's up, Jenny?
What's up?
Hey, man. Hey, I want to
We ain't in no projects.
The Dope Living Projects. It's a lifestyle we building. All right. So it's a project, not the projects. It's building. The PJs. All right. But
I love the PJs. That was a good show. They still roasting those pigeons on the stick.
Pigeons on a stick. Pigeons on a stick. They, man. Whoo, dang, you ain't got nothing. And then pigeons, it's a bunch of them. Okay, so it's overpopulation of them. So all you doing is just helping cure helping to curb the pigeon population by putting them on a stick. You know, it's all good. Rotisserie, shish kebab, all of that.
Well, what you do with Coach?
Huh?
What did you do with Coach?
I don't know. What happened? Hey man, look, I want to throw a shout out to Simeon Henderson. He's been texting, and when people connect, they really sometimes they're serious. Okay, so shout out to Simeon, man. We appreciate you, bro. And
we enjoyed Simeon.
Yeah, had a good time with him yesterday, and
yes,
he is a man of his word. He has been connecting with me, and hey, Jeff laughing. Jeff, you good?
I had some technical difficulties. Literally, right when you put the intro on, my computer just shut off on me.
I just asked him, what did he do with you? Because he made you disappear. He made you disappear.
I looked at this. I said, "What the heck going on?"
I did nothing. Today, kind of do a little bit different today. Okay, we have a content creator on it. Her name is Nova Carmichael, and there's no telling what she might say, and but she says it unapologetically. All right,
let's go.
She's controversial, but she says what's on her mind. All right, and 9 times out of 10, it's some good stuff. All right, she's also a chef. Okay, she cooks amazingly. I'm telling you guys, and coming from where she came from, to see her now, you would not know this woman right now. I hope she's there. All right, Nova, you there?
Well, she's on mute.
She's on mute.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I didn't know if you was bringing me in first. I was trying to be punctual.
Yeah, you always know, man. Okay, this is my friend.
This is gonna be a turn up show.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Make sure I ain't got no spaghetti in my teeth.
She said, "Hold on."
Make sure you ain't got no spaghetti in the teeth, all right?
Go and finish that last spoonful, Nova.
What's up, Jackie Walton? Appreciate you tuning in again, man. This one, like I said, she's a content creator, and she does a lot of things that in the community try to help out. All right. Some of it's well received, some of it isn't. Okay. I want to talk to her and let her express herself and let her
There
just.
she go. I don't see no spaghetti.
I don't see none either. The lies.
Eyes be tell. Hey, my friend, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
Now, I'm calling this show Nova Speaks. All right.
Hey.
Nova, say it out. Say it all, Nova. Say it all.
You got to.
Because I'm telling you, man, she says a lot. A lot of it is good stuff, but it's not taken well by everybody. You know what I'm saying? People come at her. People don't understand what she's trying to do, but she still comes out smelling like a rose. All right. So first of all, Nova, tell everybody, who is Nova?
All right, Nova Carmichael. I'm straight out of Gary, Indiana, the East Side, 22nd Tribe. You know, I'm a content creator. I'm a chef.
Oh wow.
I always like to say I'm a loving person. I'm not always happy. I'm not always happy, but I'm always joyful.
That's what counts.
I'm just me.
That's what counts.
And that's what it is. That's why, you know, I've known her for quite some time, all right? And everything that she does, people question it. You know,
really?
Yeah,
Controversy. It always puts something on people's minds.
Talk about it, Nova. I mean, am I right?
Yeah, he's right. He's right. At a young age, rest in peace, Mr. Ray Douglas. But at a young age, he told me he was kind of like my mentor, and I guess I didn't realize he was my mentor until he just recently
passed.
Passed. But he told me he seen something happen, right? And he seen that I had nothing to do with it. He was a teacher. But all the other teachers told the administrator she did that. She caused the situation. I was just standing there. I had nothing to do with it. He came in and he had my back and he got me out of that situation. But he pulled me to the side and he said, "Hey, I'm going to tell you something. You're powerful.
Yep.
And, you know, you got to use your power for good." But he said, "But if it's trouble going on at A, you need to be way at D, E, F, G." So I say that to say, like, I guess I've always been the stick in a pot of shit.
You know what, though? See, it used to be a point where when point A is jumping off, Nova stayed at point A. All right. Yeah. She stayed at point A. She had to make sure that it was either gonna be handled or it wasn't. Okay. But she would be at point A, you know, and then when after she graduated, she left, did what she had to do in order to change. And I connected with this sister, man, and been nothing but great things going on with her. And again, the reason I wanted to have her on here, okay, because I wanted her to speak her mind on a lot of different things that she does, number one, and how people don't understand that all they have to do is support what she does. Everybody can win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I saw her one time. She had an event. Gina, this was the day that you and I had went to. We were breaking our
up at the Gary place.
Yeah, we were breaking our wallets open, right? And then I said I was going back to the house, but I wasn't. I went by and I stopped and I saw this basketball game going on. There was a lot of people there, so I'm like, okay, cool. Let me stop by and see what's up. And I walk up. There she is, okay, handling the whole thing. All right. How important is it to you, Nova, to number one, give back, but number two, make sure that your community is involved?
It's very important to me. I always say, you know, it's a big saying amongst all human beings, not just blacks, but within all human beings, they say, "Hey, don't nobody owe you nothing. You don't owe nobody shit." And I like to beg to differ. We all owe each other because you ain't getting nowhere in your life without somebody.
That's right. That's right.
And I truly believe, especially in my own community, I sat on the stoop and I played, "That's my car. That's my car."
So,
I remember that.
I played that, sitting there hoping, wishing, and dreaming that I could drive that. My dream car is a Monte Carlo, like an 87 or something. Yeah. But if I could say, man, I want that car sitting on them things as a little kid, and I'm dreaming and wish to have something like that, because it's not even within reach for me. how dare I turn around and say that same thing to that next kid saying, "Oh, that's my car." And I always like to say, like, if I got it out the mud, you should be able to get it out the grass. You should be able to get it out the concrete. Then next thing you know, we should have a building somewhere. We all shouldn't be constantly getting it out the mud.
There you go.
It's all about supporting, though. You know what I'm saying? And in your eyes, Nova, why don't people support?
I think, man, because a lot of people can't even understand outside their circumstance. I remember my friend. He started to he from Durham, North Carolina or South Carolina, one or two. But he from Durham, and he became a photographer. And I remember he was crying to me about nobody supporting him. And I said, "Well, how much you charge, man?" He said, $50 an hour. That ain't shit. And I was like, man, that sounds like a lot to a person that ain't never had a photo shoot.
That's true.
They don't know it really only take 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
so it's just $100. They can afford that, but they don't understand that they can because they've never even been in the vicinity of a real photographer outside of school pictures. And they ain't getting no solo picture. They took the one with the whole class of school. Right?
That's true.
So, you know, I think that's a part of the reason. And then I also think, you know, a lot of times people know you for who they know you for, right? It's just like your family, you know. You was making these shoes, you know, in your mama basement and give them to your cousin for free, you know. And then you took off. And now they $250. Nigga, what? I was the only person wearing these damn shoes. You know? So I think with people it's just kind of like, you know, because they always say, you know, your biggest supporter is somebody you don't know. And that's the only reason why, because these people know you.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem right there, man. When you come up, I'll say, and people know you, they expect you, because it's a business. They didn't understand it. It's a business. Right? And they expect you to still be like, yeah, come on, man. You can come out, though, man. It's all good. No problem. All right. But no, it's a business. And if you support me, pay. You know, give me what I'm supposed to have.
But they'll go spend it somewhere else.
Yep.
Because that's where they put their security in.
Somewhere else.
That's where they put their security in.
I'm telling you. It's crazy. It is crazy. And I got to a point where I'm not trying to figure it out. I just appreciate the people that do support and don't worry about the people who don't, even if it's family.
Right.
Because you will have those people who support you. They're going to follow you regardless.
Yeah. Jacqueline said, it's a business. They just don't care. You know, but you're right, though, Joe. But you know what? Even those that, and they get mad, even those that don't support you as far as, you know, buying your wares or buying what you send out there, like with our platform, what we do, they still checking you. They're trying to find that flaw. All right.
True.
So whether they know it or not, like Jacqueline just said, they still support.
Yep. And you know, to avoid somebody is to pay attention. You watching me. You was watching me.
That's true. You wouldn't have nothing to avoid if you weren't paying attention.
So you watching me. You know they are watching. And some are watching because they feel like I want to see she's gonna fail.
Yeah.
And some are watching because they're, you know, they have that envy and I wish I could do what she's doing. So there's a lot of different reasons why they're watching you. But you know what? Sometimes even watching, or you know, the fact that you clicked on that link, you supported me.
Yep. You know, I like to I always tell people, like, if I don't like it, I don't subscribe to it. Like, I'll hit not interested, so this stuff won't come on my timeline.
Right.
I don't want to see you at all. Don't disturb my peace. I don't want to have no bitterness to you. I don't want it to consume me. If I get out now. Like, just leave me alone.
It's crazy. And Mike Henderson says, I think peeps think we owe them something for some reason. For free, maybe because a lot of stuff was given to them.
Maybe.
Shout
out to Mike.
They didn't give me anything, Mike. I wish I was in that line. That free line. I was gonna say, what was that at? Where that free line at?
That shit ain't nowhere.
I'm interested to know, Nova, what got you into content creating?
Yeah.
So originally, I thought that I was supposed to be a chef, right? Because I always knew that I wanted to create environments for people to eat, break bread, talk, congregate, just do the things that I seen my family doing. And cooking has been just in my family, in my blood, since I can remember. Like my first memory of cooking is when I was like 3 or 4, and I was standing on a chair. Me and my grandma was making salmon croquettes, and she kept telling me to back up, but I kept leaning in, and so I got burned on the cast iron. And she put like some like jelly stuff on it, and then we went right back to making them salmon croquettes. So like that's my earliest memory of cooking. So I just always felt like that's what I was supposed to do, right? But I was miscast. I was supposed to be creating environments, creating platforms for people to come on and, you know, show what they have to give and telling stories and just hospitality. And once I went through cooking and being a chef, working in restaurants, I realized like the chef never gets, like the real chef never gets any of the praise. He don't get seen by anybody. She's not taking pictures with the celebrity that's coming in. You know, we in the back sweating, getting burned, you know, trying to get these orders out. And I just don't want to be that person. So I decided, well, what way can I incorporate what I do love, which is hospitality, food, stuff like that. And I said, I should start making videos. In the beginning, I didn't necessarily show my face or even talk because I've always been loud and I've always had personality. And I feel like people have always tried to dumb my personality down.
Right. They have.
They've always tried to suppress it. So I kind of shied away from it. But then it was people who I did not know, and they encouraged it. No, show your face. No, talk. We love your voice. You be pissing me off, but I love you. Like, and that was like the first step. Okay, well, maybe I'll start off by, you know, talking a little bit. And then I started my NWI Eats, and you know that started to take off. Then I started doing YouTube videos, and you know I just kept going, and now I just reached my 10,000 followers.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
A few videos that's in a million. I have videos over 100,000. So I'm working my way. But yeah, to answer your question, that's what pretty much got me into it. I guess it was just my destiny.
Yeah, for sure it was. I mean, like I said, I've been knowing her for a while, man. She is loud. All right, I ain't gonna front. She loud. When she speaks, it's some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Tanisha says I'm watching because I've been in awe of this lady as our paths has crossed a few times.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's all good. So what do you have any fears?
Man, I don't want to die a painful death. That's the only thing I fear.
That's a legit fear to have. Real talk.
That's my fear episode.
Think about it.
I don't want to die a painful death, like alone in the alley, shot. Like I don't want to myself. I don't want to be choked or nothing like that. If I go, just, Lord, let it be peace.
There you go.
So what obstacles did you have as you were coming up? Period. What obstacles did you have that not for just trying to be a content creator or a chef, but period? What obstacles did you have when you were coming up?
I think for one, any child growing up in Gary, it's a catch-22, right? Because you grow up with no resources on one hand, but then on the other hand, it forces you to be this creative, you know, rose from the concrete, you know? So I think a lot of my obstacles was like not having resources. And then the options that I had, I'll probably say they was slim. Cause like I always say, man, if somebody would have told me I could get paid for running my mouth,
right,
and running my damn mouth,
I know, right? Ain't it?
Like, I would have, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I remember seeing Stephen A. Smith get his big deal, and I'm like, damn, this is a thing, So I feel like, I don't know, man. I think that I had some options, but I didn't.
But you made them work. Whatever you didn't have, you turned it into a positive and made it work.
For sure. And then if even I made ways for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in school when I was at Bowman, they were very strict about the dress code.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to the Lost and Found, and I would get ties, and I would take them home and wash them, and I'll bring them back and rent them. You don't want to go to in-school suspension? $3.
Should do it for you.
There you go.
I used to go to the candy store and get candy and sell it until they stopped that. I remember one time we had I don't know if you remember when they was letting us go to Washington D.C.
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it was so they gave it to us in like February, and we were supposed to go in like May. And it was like $668. I remember it clear as I'll never forget it. And so nobody went but like 8 kids. And so Dr. Adele, and I'm gonna call her name on this. Dr. Adele said, well, since nobody went on the educational trip, we taking away y'all last trip, which was our Indiana Beach trip.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt like that was wrong because not only my mom, I'm in the 8th grade. Well, my sister, she's in the 5th grade, and then I got a little brother, and then it's people in my class alone. They got people that's going into high school, graduating from high school, going into middle school, or it was one girl in my class. It was 2 of them, and just in our class, So how do you expect these parents to come up with $1,200 on top of spending money on top of all of these things? And you're going to penalize us for y'all malfunctions, for y'all, late notifications. So you know what I did? I started a petition. And I got signatures from teachers. I got signatures from students. My petition was full. And I took it to the principal. And there was a group of kids behind me, I gathered them all up. And I said, I brought it to her, and I explained my case. And she says to me, you see all of them behind you? They ain't gonna be behind you when the fire comes. And she shot me down. And she basically told me that this didn't mean nothing.
Oh.
And I never forgave her for that. Because again, if we talk about options, we talk about resources, we talking about what do we owe to the next person. If I would have seen that, I'd have been like, oh, you a little smart motherfucker, huh? I'd be like, y'all not going on that trip, but you know what? How about you come be my assistant? How about you? Let me put you to work because you obviously got too much time on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
And let me mold you into a way, that can elevate you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get out of my face with this petition. But instead you shot me down,
right? And
you made me feel small, and you did make all of those kids who were behind me leave, like you said they were, because you were the authoritarian in that situation, not me.
Mm-hmm. You know what though? One thing I know about Nova is that if you put something in front of her, she's gonna challenge it till it's done. Okay, this woman. She played football on my son's team, okay? Why? Because they said she couldn't do it.
They said no girls could play on this team.
No girls could play.
Watch this.
She came out.
You know who recruited me?
Who?
Coach Doug.
Coach Doug.
I was finna get into a fight, and he was breaking it up.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when you breaking up a fight, y'all kind of in that football stance.
Right.
After the whole thing got dissolved, he tapped me on the shoulder. He said, you still want to play football?
She came out there and did it. She didn't stay on the team, okay?
Yeah, no, that wasn't me.
I think the thing that she was trying to say was, hey, look, put in front of me, I'm gonna do it, okay? And if you say that I can't, watch me.
Watch me.
And I've known her to do this, but she's done it. Man, it's amazing to see your growth, sister, for real.
Thank you.
You know, and you know I'm your supporter.
Yep, he's been around since the very beginning.
Yeah, rest in peace, Coach Doug. But you know, have you ever come across a something that, and as much as you do, and you flourish with that, have you ever come across something that is so overwhelming that you just couldn't make it happen?
I would say corporate America.
Okay, explain that.
I think being young, being so far away from my family, and let's just be honest, growing up in Gary, this is a black city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything is pretty much black here. And we don't really deal with nobody else until we leave Gary. So moving to Texas, getting my degree, jumping out there into the corporate America world, and even though I am a chef, I worked in high-end places. So, you know, this is what you're dealing with. It's not the same, you know, as working at McDonald's or even working at like Applebee's.
Definitely. Absolutely.
So dealing with the microaggressions, being called combative, being gaslit when you simply defending yourself because you know something's not right.
Right.
Having to learn how to bite your tongue. I remember I had a manager, you know, he literally put his ear to my mouth and said, "What you say? Say it again." What? And he bullied me and bullied me and bullied me and bullied me. And they will always revert to me being angry and combative. And I'm the only black person here. No, I'm one of two black people here. And the black guy, y'all so afraid of him, y'all let him run y'all. I literally seen him tell you, I ain't clocking out. I got to buy my son birthday presents. Oh, Jamal, man, you know, the higher ups, man, there's nothing I can do. Like, you pleading the case to him, but you gonna put your ear by my mouth? You know, like, it was things like that I had never dealt with before. And then even just like how we're raised, you know, you don't being vindictive. You know, you get your ass whooped for that.
Right. That's GI.
You know, you don't do stuff like that. Even when it's somebody that you don't too much care for. You know, I come from an older family. Grandma checking that. You don't, because that's hate in your heart. You know, so going through stuff like that, having to be in that environment, having to fight. You know, because you gotta muscle through. You gotta pay your bills. You got life that's still going on. You can't just drop out and quit. That was something very challenging for me.
Man, because I know, knowing her as I do, and I'm gonna keep saying that, knowing her, somebody come that close to her, she's gonna crack him in the jaw. Okay, so I guess that's evolution. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. You know, that's just evolution, because now you're in the corporate world. Now you gotta be a different person a little bit. You know, sometimes you gotta change up a little bit in order to adapt to what goes on out there, or else but they labeled you anyway.
Exactly.
Right from jump.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So let's get off of the negative stuff. Okay, you do a lot of positive things out there, man. Like the event that that I spoke of earlier. Right? Tell us about what that event was about.
You talking about the back to school, right?
Yes.
Okay, so me, Mari Noel from Neighborhood Productions, We Are the Village, Chris P. Robinson, a few of us, we get together. We just had the second annual. This year will be the third annual. We put together a back to school festival, along with the showcase. We have it at Frable Park. It's really just, we had the 3-on-3 tournament as well in it. It's really just to be that, to usher on something that we used to see when we was kids that stopped for a long time, to bring that back. A lot of us young millennials that even came back to the city, that's the mission that we're on, to bring back that Gary, where we used to go to on the 4th of July, we went to Marquette. You know, when it was back to school festival, you literally went down the street. Like if it was like where I'm from 22nd. It was a post right there on the corner. They call it the hole. They used to have the back to school fest every year right there, you know. But it was ones like that in every neighborhood, you know. It wasn't just my neighborhood, and so we want to bring back that feel, and that's really what we did. We had vendors out there. I think somebody had got on real good with you from that event. She was selling juices and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tree.
Okay.
Yeah. So we that's basically what we were doing. We just trying to put people in position, give people an opportunity, give back to our community, and just have fun.
And it was a great event. And you guys did like scholarship too, didn't you?
Yeah, so we had some like money together, and we gave out gifts and stuff like that, like little prizes and stuff.
All right. And people were out there. I'm telling you guys, it was packed out there. And then at the end of the day, they took it a step further and had performances out there.
Yeah, the showcase that we did. The way it was kind of like an all day thing. So it was like from like 12 to 8. Mm-hmm. So from like 12 to 6 was the back to school fest. You come back, we had the 3-on-3 game. We had a trophy for that as well.
Yeah,
trophy and some little
that's what's up.
Things, the medallions or whatever. Then after around 6 o'clock, kind of let the kids clear out a little bit for the teenagers, and that's when we had the showcase. And that was I still say I put on the best showcase Gary ever seen, because I had some of the top local artists come through. Even one guy, he got signed to Irv Gotti. He was our headliner, SNFJT.
SNFJT.
Yeah, we had a nice turnout. It was busting.
Yeah, and it didn't end at 8 o'clock, like you said. Okay, it went on.
Yeah, and it's funny. Everybody keep making jokes about that because the police came and they was like, "Oh, you gotta shut it down." I said, "No, we don't." They said all city parks close at 8. I said, "This is a privately owned park. This is not a city park. We paid for a permit that say till 9 o'clock." He said, "All right, well at 9 y'all gotta leave." Everybody was like, "Where's the permit?" I said, "I ain't got no damn permit."
She ain't lying though. I remember when the police pulled up and I was like, "Oh, here we go." And then I pulled off because I had to go. But then I came back around maybe about a half hour later. They were still out there. So I'm like, this is something that needs to be supported. Tanisha said, "What's the date for 2023? She'll promote it on the firm."
You said she did. I'm sorry. You said she did what?
She said, "What's the date for 2023? Are you doing it again?"
Oh, I am doing it again. I think we decided on the 12th of August.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we decided on the 12th of August.
Okay, real good. It's gonna be different. What's gonna be different this time?
So we're hoping to get some sponsorship money so we can get like a bigger headliner this year for the showcase. Of course, we gonna want to have bigger game. We just want everything to be bigger and better, but that always depends on the sponsorship dollars that we do receive. A lot of this do be coming out of our own pocket, and we're not rich, so But we would like to do things like I brought up doing a how they had a dunk tank. Maybe one of the principals or one of the teachers would come, and decide to get dunked, and then maybe we can get them, not maybe, but we'll give some of those proceeds to that said school. Empowering our youth to come out and be involved. I would love to have our youth doing things like being behind the camera, helping set up, not just moving trash and being a volunteer, actually get them involved. So that was some things that I know we want to incorporate.
It is truly a good event, guys. Really. Jamia says, "I know how that is. Inspired Soul will make a donation."
Thank you.
Nice.
There you go. That's what's up.
Thank you.
We're gonna make a donation too.
Hey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you, man, it because again, it was a good event. I was so good, like she mentioned, Tree. I just opened my wallet. I said, anybody come up here, as long as I got money in the wallet, everybody gonna have something free because of that event. It was hot. Nobody had no water there, but she had all of that drink there. So I was like, everybody come over here. I'm paying for it. It's all good, But
they got down on us with the water. They can I get some water? Can I get some water? It was all gone.
It was all gone. That's part of giving back to the community. Okay, you did a great job with that. Is there anything else that you're going to do? I mean, that you want to do? Because again, when you do this content creating, you say a whole lot, okay? And people, like I said, people come on and they say some things negatively. All right, there's a few positives, there's a few negatives, okay? But are you going to do anything else as far as content creating to make more?
I want to go more into like short film.
Okay.
I don't want to do big. I don't want to do big films like hour, 45 minutes. Like I don't want to do stuff like that. But I do want to tell stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just telling my mama yesterday, she was reading some of the court stuff to me from that Sin City stuff. I was like, damn, they need a documentary. Like that's the type of stuff that I want to do. Besides,
don't give them the ideas, yo. Don't give them the ideas.
Like, there's so much stuff out there, man. So many things, and especially within our city, is so much rich history within Gary, and I just want to tell a lot of those stories. So that's really what I want to start focusing on as well. Make it, hey ma.
Hey ma.
What's up, sis?
Making telling those stories and just getting that stuff out there. That's kind of what I want to lean towards more. But also I want to continue to do my travel vlogs.
Yeah.
Creating content around traveling and just showing other people like me, that it's possible and we can get out here
and do it. Now let me bring up something that you got a lot of beef on that one, boy. So some time ago there was this list. Okay. There was this list of I guess what did they call it? The top 100 or top 50?
Top 20. Gary top 20.
Oh, girl. Woo!
I did catch a lot of flack for that list.
What's up with the Gary?
Hey, tell us what this list is. Top 20 what?
I want to know.
So, hey Carmen girl. But so shout out Vibe Lounge. But basically the Gary top 20 list was about rappers. The top 20 rappers in Gary, Indiana currently at that moment. I did catch a lot of flag, Are you guys from Gary?
Yes,
I
am.
Okay.
I am.
I'm
Jeff
close
is
by.
Okay. Well, Do or Die did not make the list. The Grind family did not make the list.
Okay.
These guys did not make the list. And so that I got a lot of flack for that.
Yeah, flat act.
And I don't care. I'm not going to change my opinion on that. A lot of these guys, they feel entitled because they were famous locally and famous amongst their peers. I caught a lot of flack because I named Freddie Gibbs as number one, but he is the number one. He's Grammy. Who else is doing what Freddie Gibbs is doing? That's from Gary.
Music,
it's true.
Acting, all of that.
True.
Nobody is doing what he's doing. He deserves to be number one, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Now, if we was talking about greatest artists, okay, it would be Michael Jackson, and then it would be Janet Jackson, and then it would be the Jackson 5. like I don't know what y'all are talking about, So I caught a lot of flack for that. Then all the other flack, I really feel like that was just people being in their feelings. But at the end of the day, a lot of local people, and this is not just in Gary, this is period. You get a little bit of local clout, people know you, and then you think that you don't have to put in no work. But hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard.
Say that.
I can't put you at the top because you had a fire song 10 years ago.
It was crazy.
That makes sense.
It was really crazy to me because before you even put yours out, I think a year before that, somebody had did it as well. Yeah. All right. And my thing is, that's cool. You want this clout, but don't you want more?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You beefing over a few miles when you could Put
You
that.
have to elevate yourself. It was only one person, and shout out her Ebo Lottie. She's a rapper. She was the only person that every time somebody shared the list and they was like, "Who the hell is all these people? I don't even know these people." She commented and was like, "Hey, I'm number 15. Here's the link to my music. Check me out." She did that. I seen her under every single post.
There you go.
And I'm like, see, this is what you do. Like over, I think like 500-600 people shared that list.
It is. It was more than that.
Yeah, and she was almost under every single share saying, "Hey, if you don't know who I am, check me out." And I'm like, this is what it's for.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Not y'all. And somebody else shared it, and I really enjoyed that when they said, you know, watching how this list came out, watching how y'all act, I know can't none of y'all be famous.
Showing your true colors.
When that first list came out, about a year after, before you did yours, 2 years before that, my son's name was on that list, right?
Yep.
And
nice.
They said no, not nice. No, you know, he was cool. He's like, okay, Dad, whatever, you know, it's all good. But
see that list that Jordan was on was the rapidy rap niggas. You know, the niggas who real lyricists and shit. You know, my list wasn't about that.
It was.
Yeah, you know, it's like I don't care about your double entendres.
She was talking about the real overall
bigger picture.
You know? And
being an artist. Are you a rapper or not?
I didn't understand why they would come because it's a list, okay? And that's her opinion. We all entitled to our opinion. Period. All right. They came in here. I know there was another post. I don't know what it was. Something had made you really upset because you were crying.
When did I cry?
I don't remember which one it was, but it wasn't on that. It was another thing that you did. We ain't gonna bring it up because you know she said she don't cry.
No. I said, when did I cry? Let me know.
I don't remember which one.
Because you know, one thing that I know, so I don't tell nobody if I regret something, you will never know about it. I'll just take that to my grave. But if when I'm ready to share, I'll share, right? Because it's like you know, like what Eminem did at 8 Mile. Like I do live in a trailer with my mom, you know? So I'm that type of person. That's why I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about exactly.
I don't remember what it was, but I remember I saw it and I said, "Who is this?" Okay, let me come back and let me slap somebody because they're not going to be making a girl get upset about.
Yeah, more than likely, it was something that I was disclosing about myself.
I mean, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, it probably is.
But maybe that's what it was. But you know, you've been hit, you've been tackled, you've been punched, okay. But you come out smelling like a rose, okay. And I'm telling you guys, this is somebody. If you're from Gary, if you're in the area, even if you're not in the area, because Gary's just a small portion of what she does. All right, support her. Life Coach Jeff, you got something for us today, man?
I do.
Let me start you off, then. All right.
Today's gist is flipping the negative into a positive.
Let's go.
You know, just as we go ahead and we live throughout life, right? Like I always say, there's so many things that we can pay attention to that are negative. But how often are you challenging yourself to look at the situation that you're in and look at a good outcome that can come out of it? I'm not saying that it has to be 100%. It could be 25%. Hell, it could be 5%. It could be 1%. But it's the fact that you're holding on to something that can be good, that can come out of a negative situation. 100% of the time, we have to realize, people, that this is about mindset. It has nothing to do with what other people bring on to you. Although people can be factors in your situation, but you don't have to make them the whole overall reason why the situation is that. If you continue to focus on that outcome with one person or one entity, you continue to play the blame game. So don't play the blame game. Take some accountability on your end, because you can't control what other people do, and start flipping your negative into a positive.
flip your negative
Boom,
into
boom.
positive. Make that happen. All right.
Right,
Hey, shout out to
right.
Lakeisha Moore at she's a bartender Vibe Hookah Lounge. Yeah. Shout them out, man. Shout them out. Nova, man.
Shout out my Vibe babes.
So Vibe Lounge. Where's that at?
Vibe Lounge, 5490 West Ridge Road, the hottest spot in the G, baby.
5490.
Okay. What's next for you?
So much. Like I told you about the shorts. Of course, more content. I'm going to get back into my baking. I had fell off of it for a while. Kind of fell off of cooking for a while as well. But I am cooking up at Vibe Lounge. We plan on getting us a trailer.
Okay.
So I got a few things that I'm working on. I don't want to say too much because people be biting my stuff.
Exactly.
We are. I do want to say I have ushered in Pride Night throughout the whole Gary. I remember when I first got into the club scene out here, I reached out to a lot of people and asked them if they wanted to do a Pride Night. They all said no. Well, they didn't say no, but they said they don't know about that, and that means no.
Right.
So, I asked Taylor Vaughn, the owner of Vibe Lounge, and he said, "Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Gay people spend money too."
Mm-hmm.
So we did it, and it was so huge, like it was big. So now we do it once a month. We usually do it every second Friday. Okay. This month we're gonna do it on the 25th after the Chicago Pride Parade. So we're gonna try to bring in some of that traffic. So if you are in the region and you plan on going to the Pride Parade, and you're like, man, I want to hang out, but you know that drive. Don't worry about it. Come on back home. We got something going on at the Vibe Lounge. Aside from that, I am continuing to make my content, ushering my way into that. I got to be on TV soon, hosting somebody's show, hosting more events as well, putting on events, and just getting rich and famous soon.
What's up? Hey, it's coming.
Hey, that's right.
Hey,
Speak it into existence.
Mom said, I want to congratulate my daughter. She had been counted out, but look at God. She made it.
Amen.
Much
that's right.
More.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm talking about. Mother support.
I want to say to her, like, and just to everybody, not too long ago, I had to do something where I had to present some paperwork to the courts about what I was diagnosed with as a kid, my learning disability. And within that, I was like going through, I was like, Mom, do you still got my IEP and all of that? She was like, yeah, it's over there in that folder. Such a great mom, right? So I'm going through it and I'm reading this stuff and I said, man, they basically told you I was a goddamn idiot. I'm just looking at it like they basically told it was no hope for me. And I look at like even me being in special ed from 4th grade to 10th grade. And I look at these things and I'm like, man, they, like she said, they counted me out. They didn't expect me to be here. And it was a few teachers that were in my life that knew that I had a greater purpose. Shout out to, again, Coach Doug, RIP Coach Doug, and shout out to Miss Pryor, who worked at Thea Bowman as well. Those two people believed in me, you know. Shout out to Miss Serrano, the Spanish teacher, when I was finna get kicked out of school and I was homebound, and her and Coach Doug came up to the library on 19th and Broadway and taught me 2 days a week. You know, shout out to Miss Staines. You know, shout out to Miss Staines, who did in-school suspension, who didn't play no damn.
Ooh, boy, she didn't play.
Shout out to Miss Staines.
Shout out to her afro too.
Yeah, because it was people like that. Like, you walk into in-school suspension, she say, "Go read my rules." The first rule say, "Do not speak when not spoken to." Right?
Yes. So
you would turn around and say, "I'm done." She would say, "Go read my rules again." You know, there's people like that in your life. Right, we don't appreciate as children, but as adults, you know, if you're a righteous adult and you in your right mind, you know you was a child, that you know you was obnoxious and flip at the mouth, you know, or whatever you was, you know, you can appreciate those type of adults that were in your life as you get older.
Yeah, and look Look at you now. See that? See that? Hey, Johnny Sneak says ganger.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my Bowman alum.
That's son right there, man. What's up, boy? CJ says, that's my dog.
That's my vibe family right there.
Let's go. Jamia says, that's dope. You have a book inside of you. Get to writing.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Hey man, she does, and everybody, all those names she said. I mean, I've seen them all, and I remember her in school, and I'm telling you, you know me. I've been knowing you since then, okay, and I'm one of those too, man, that ain't never give up on her. I told her, I even when she's on the football field, I said, man, keep that going, man. Sure. I thought it was different, keep it going, but when I saw her as an adult, and I saw the things she was doing, and she reached out and spoke to me about some things she was doing. And I told her, this point forward, let me know. I got you. All right. And we had a conversation, week before last.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got some good stuff getting ready to go down, y'all, for real. All right. And talent is in the family too. Shout out to your brother.
Musician, trombonist. He's over at Jacob School. He finna get his master's in jazz studies.
Yeah, he getting ready to do
Congratulations.
He getting ready to do a score. All right. I'm telling you, he's getting ready
to
do a score.
Now bringing it back because it's funny. He like one of the two black kids in his class, and it's crazy because we invented jazz.
Karina Mitchell says, "Hey Nova."
Hey.
You know, Karina, one of the pioneers of Northwest Indiana's television scene, man. Period. Okay, shout out to you, Karina. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Gotta have Karina on here so she can tell her story too, man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, she can get me on Gary TV because I've been trying to get on there. You know, and a little stingy with the rules.
It's a long time since I've been on Gary TV, man, and I know back in the day, and I put a little reel out thanking one of the ladies just opened the door. You know, I was a young guy trying to get in, doing some stuff. They were saying no. This lady and Miss Gerald Ballard, rest in peace, opened that door, and I hope people start opening doors for you wider than what you could ever imagine. Seriously,
so they definitely will.
That's what it's all about. That's all I ask from my elders is to, you know, we can't see what people seem to forget is with my generation, it's a big gap. You know, you got the baby boomers and them, and then you got the Gen X, which is like y'all generation, my mama generation, and then it's a generation right underneath us. I mean, right underneath y'all. And that's kind of like a lost generation. And they were supposed to be the ones that we were supposed to be looking up to. They were supposed to be our big cousins and stuff like that. We didn't have that. So it's going to take, you know, you all's generation to reach down to us and to pass along those things and to make sure that we get it. And to not be, you know, don't be judgmental. We in a different world, a different time. Remember when you was listening to your CDs, you know, Unc was talking about they ain't do it like that in my day. So, you know, just have some grace, some understanding with this new generation because we in a completely different world than what you all were in. Yeah. Which is, you know, and then to us too, have some respect and have some understanding for our elders as well. So yeah, that's what I'm at with it. I'm here to receive all things, and I'm here to teach as well. So
yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's on you now too. All right, you got to reach down because there's some people out there that just don't understand. All right, it's up to you now to teach them.
For sure,
I put it on you, girl. We've been talking with Nova Carmichael. She's a content creator. She's a chef. She's just a good person. All right. As we leave today, man, we all try to throw some good vibes out there, some good words. What would you want to tell, you know, your final word? What would you want to tell the audience?
Nothing beats a fail but a try.
Ooh, I love that.
That's it?
Let's do it, man.
Hey, that's all you need to say. That's it. That's all.
Facts.
That's it, Jeff.
That's my favorite saying.
I'm gonna just point that way to what she said, and then I'm gonna just point up to Gina.
Come on, Jeff.
That was heavy. What do I say
after
after
one
that?
more if you want one more.
It's yours. It's your show. We celebrating you.
Now, look,
Go ahead.
One thing I know is, you know, they say man often finds his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. So just do what you're supposed to do.
That's hot.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's hot. I get it. I get it. Tina, what you got?
Well, I'm just gonna say, look, I see that they labeled you as a rebel. I can relate to it because I've always been the rebel, the one who's always going to stand up and fight for what I think is right, even if I didn't have anybody behind me. You had a lot of people behind you, and you had a lot of people that supported you. Sometimes I go out there and I don't have anybody behind me, but I'm going to fight for what's right. I love that in you.
Thank you.
You're going to go ahead and push for what you believe in, and nobody should be able to take that from you. And as long as you keep pushing and fighting and climbing up that mountain, you're going to get to the top, even if there's nobody behind you. You got such a strong spirit,
man,
and such a strong drive. Nothing's going to stop you.
Thank you.
It's not, you're right. I mean, especially we got anything to say about it. Ain't not going to stop you, okay? But I wanted to have you come on here and just speak. Like I said, this is Nova Speaks show, okay? Because like again, ever since I've known her, she's always been outspoken. People don't take what she says the right way sometimes. All right. And sometimes I don't even think you need to explain it. You say what you say, you mean what you say, and you keep it moving. All right.
Yeah, it is.
Always been that way. And man, you know, I love you. You something else. Okay. And you're gonna do some big things. You're gonna do some big things. I'm telling you, it's coming real soon. Especially now that you done reached another plateau in your content creating, your social media is popping, okay? But on top of all of that, all of those accolades there, okay? You're real. You 100. You keep it a buck, okay? And nobody can take that from you, all right? Appreciate you coming to the show and hanging out with us.
Thank y'all for having me. For real.
Anytime you want to come back, okay? We do that for a few people. There's a couple of people we just in the show, okay? But anytime you
he said we just in the show.
You can come through.
Oh yeah, whenever y'all, you know, whatever y'all want to have me on, y'all want to just talk smack, whatever y'all want to do. I'm always for it.
Well, you definitely got to come back and talk more about the event in August.
Yeah.
You got to come back and talk about the parade, you know, what you're doing. We definitely want to get that out for the audience to know, because I know a lot of people were asking, you know, where, when, and how.
All right, yeah, for sure. So the parade is in Chicago. You all can follow me on almost every platform at Nova Carmichael. I'm gonna be posting about that. The Vibe Lounge gonna put together a package where you can have your portable hookah, you can have your pouch, a little snack, and the ticket to ride the train over there to Chicago. Come back on the train, go get in your car, and you can go just drive straight to Vibe Lounge. Everything, the whole day just gonna be planned out for you. So we're gonna have everything together. I'm gonna post it soon. That's gonna be the 25th of June. So yeah, that's what we got coming up like right now.
Man, y'all make sure y'all stay in contact with this woman, all right?
Please do. Follow me on TikTok, NWI Eats. Also my personal page, Nova Carmichael. On all other platforms, Nova Carmichael. And on YouTube, I am loud and outlandish. But if you type in Nova Carmichael, you're gonna find me too.
Oh,
YouTube, she's loud and outlandish, but quiet and demure. Hey. She knows sometimes she just tone it down a little bit, but that's only for like 2 minutes.
Yep. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. Like, I can't help it.
After that, she pops out, man. But you know, this was Nova Speaks, all right, and I'm so happy that you came through and had time for us today. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
Hey, tomorrow on the show we got Candace Foshee. Candace the Tia Foshee. She's an actress. We're gonna learn a whole lot about her. She's in a lot of good things on Tubi, so we'll check her out and she's gonna tell us some stuff. Bree said, "Ooh, a day after my birthday." All right. Celebrate
Bree
that.
be in the house now. Bree be showing up.
She'll be there.
Come on through 5490 West Ridge Road.
Let's go, okay? Hey, that's Nova Carmichael. This is Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.
Thank you.